Salutations, welcome to another episode of Foxx Plays KSP, the 365-day challenge, round 2. Join me again on the launch pad. Today, we have a resupply mission for ODARP KBNB, and that is using the Hamal vehicle. And to get it up there, we've got a Brunhilder B2 with a Sigurd A2 upper stage. Need to set as target. We're going to do something clever. That's not it. Kerbal Engineer, rendezvous. Intercept angle, relative inclination. Alright, so basically what we need to do is relative speed, time to collapses, period. Doesn't help. Intercept angle. Well, we're just going to assume that all of our information is there. And we're going to time accelerate to a launch window. We're going to see if we can launch using gravity turn into the correct orbit. Okay. Seriously, 6 degrees? It can't be right. Alright, well, let's at least try and plug in some correct numbers. Inclination, we'll go with -10. Right? Inclination -10, because we want to go south. That should work. You know what? I'm not going to chance it. Roll 90, destination 220. Yeah, it seems fine. 45, 60. Turn angle, that all looks good. Set up. 3. Nope. Okay, guidance is internal. Warning, might be loud. So yeah, I know, just ahead of time, I know that, that today's episode is a little late. Just didn't get around to it. To be making it up. Anyway, I've got plenty to talk about, so we'll just launch. 3, 2, 1, go. So, I know that I missed a episode at some point. I don't know when, but I'm going to have to be renaming all my episodes. I'm just going to back away just so that it doesn't interfere with my speaking. There you go. Guidance is active. So yeah, So I missed an episode, and this episode is very late. But, so yeah, I'm gonna have to renumber all the past like 4 or 5 episodes. I can't remember when I missed the episode, but it was within like the last 5 episodes. And now those little bongs, by the way, that you occasionally hear, that's the Kerbal forums telling me that a thread that I'm paying attention to is updated. So yeah, we'll sort that out, and I think that's max Q. I don't have it set up properly on this Kerbal Engineer. It's a different install that I'm using specifically for this challenge. So I actually need to trim it down a little bit, because after installing BDB, it's too big. Like we're pushing that memory limit hard, and it is not very appreciative. So but yeah, once everything's renumbered, I don't know what I plan on doing to make up the episode. I figure whenever I actually straight up miss an episode, I should do something special to make up for it, because it's kind of in the spirit of the challenge. I'm supposed to be doing a mission every day for 365 days, and I will be doing 365 missions, but if I do miss one for various reasons, and they are, I'm not gonna make sure that I play Kerbal if I break my arm and have to go to the hospital or anything like that. Real life does come first. I love Real Plume though. Just sorry, it's not quite a random statement there considering the discussion, but yeah, I love Real Plume. Look at that, it's so cool. Yeah, that is Brunhilde 2. This Brunhilde 1 uses the Vanguard tanks, and those are Redstone tanks. That's Brunhilde 2. Still fleshing out Brunhilde 5. I tell you, this launch family has just gotten huge. I tell you, it's a lot of fun, but it's honestly, I think that making this launch family is like part of why I've been having trouble keeping up with missions lately. Is that I've just been putting so much of my time into building this rocket family, playing around with BDB, that I'm not really concentrating on whatever, not putting my focus where it should be. So yeah. Yeah, Brunhilde. Honestly, once Brunhilde 5 is done, I'm done. Like, that's this launch family. Once I get to 5, honestly, there aren't any parts that are big enough to really continue this kind of build style. So, yeah. And I will hopefully be getting an Imgur album posted soon, and I might try and get a new forum thread up, which I will post in the description of any applicable workshop videos. Usually that takes longer to fire, but we're in the upper atmosphere, and this stage likes to flip out on me. it's throttling like that. Seems to have picked a happy medium. So yeah, this upper stage should get us basically exactly where we need to be. No more, no less. That's part of why I have really enjoyed building the Brunhilde launch family. Is the rockets that I have been using have been just incredibly wasteful. And there's still probably too much Delta V in this, but it's. I don't want my resupply missions Delta V budget to be super tight. You know, they're pretty pedestrian. They're mundane. And we are high enough. Well, once we hit 60,000, I'll decouple my fairing. Probably doesn't matter now. Like we're probably high enough that it doesn't matter. I'll wait till 60. No, I'll decouple now. That way they are suborbital. I can guarantee that they stay suborbital. And that gives us the opportunity to comnet. Okay. 3-4. There we go. Oh, right. This autopilot is trying to give me a roll of 90. Never mind. Let's bring that up. As soon as that hits 220, I'm just gonna abort the autopilot. Just coast. Alright. Alright. So, let's see. Sending node. Wow, that's costly to do after the fact. Super duper costly. Where's what satellite am I bouncing off? 3B, 3-2, 3-1 is, well, as soon as I can see 3-4, which I can, that's probably my better bet. I'm a little worried that I haven't applied my own remote tech patch, and that this control block actually has internal guidance, which would be a little annoying. But anyway, let's just get this thing on. Get this thing going. There we go. Oof. Sorry if this episode is not as action-packed as some, but it needs to be done. It also kind of buys me time to plan out some of the rest of my missions for February, which will be good. Means the rest of the missions will be a little bit more well thought out. Alright, and I think we're actually going to decouple this upper stage as part of that maneuver. How much delta V? Yeah, it's only got 400 left in it, and we've got 1500 internally. So I think I feel pretty safe decoupling at this point. So what is that? That's no point. So, let's see here. I think I am going to put a cut here just because this episode is going to be pretty long anyway. And I'll bring it back when we're ready to rendezvous. Alright, here we are. We've acquired target. Got ourselves a nice close, you can't see it there, but like 700 meter intercept. Which is pretty close. I mean, astronomically speaking. There's Duna. Oh. That would have been awkward. Forgot to unset my thrust limiter. Had to make a... Here's hoping this is still the same video. If it is not, I apologize. But that's kind of what happens when we approach our stations these days. Down to 8 frames. 8. Let's actually just point the station. Away from the station now, so as you know, we don't crash into it. Burst to RCS there, just for agility's sake. Right, looks like we'll be passing above it, or rather retrograde to it. We do want to slow down slightly, so we'll burn ever so slightly. Yeah, if the station was aligned correctly, and we were still coming, our course was still the same relative to it, we would be coming in above it, because that, the solar panels are meant to be sunward. But as it is, we kind of have to deal with the reference frame we're in, and so yeah, retrograde. Alright, so I think that is our port. Alright, let's turn off Scribble Engineer, bring up our docking computer. And let's not use RCS for attitude control like a scrub. Alright. This is really hard to do with this much lag. Alright. How are we approaching? Okay, we've closed about half the distance. Although a lot of that, I think, is lateral. Let's accelerate a little bit here. 2.5, give or take. Be a good close speed. Is that going to be like freaking pro-docking? Pro-docking. And again, hopefully that is the same episode. But seriously, did you guys see that? Mad skills. Like, mad skills. Alright, well, we're going to just close that up. Alright. Well, there's more to be done, but I will probably do it off camera just because the lag is getting pretty intense. I will probably wind up decoupling these boosters and getting rid of them, deorbiting them. Although, a plan begins to form. Yes, I know what I'm going to do. Alright, but that will come later. For now, I have been Fox. This has been KSP. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time. Take care.